At the unbelievable age of 45, George Foreman makes history by knocking out former heavyweight champ Michael Moorer and winning the title for a second time. 1 year later, he's about to make history again, but this time in business.
The story was George Foreman, one of the most famous men in the world now. And the story would go on as he branded products to be George Foreman, Inc., not just George Foreman, heavyweight champ.
Gone are the days of endorsing products for other companies. Now Foreman has his own product, a small kitchen appliance officially named the George Foreman Lean, Mean, Fat-Reducing Grilling Machine.
I'm not only the heavyweight champ of the world, but I'm a businessman. So then I got to change everything. Think I didn't get any sleep back then. Now the sleeping days were completely over.
You know what? The most important thing about grilling, everything is safe, everything is healthy on the grill that you want.
The heavyweight champ makes appearances on television and at trade shows, meeting the public everywhere.
He enjoyed young people running up to him and saying, "Hey, that's George, the grill man," without having the faintest idea that he's one of the most famous fighters that have ever lived.
But the grill still isn't selling well.
Welcome to the George Foreman Grilling Show.
To boost publicity, Sultan produces a 30-minute infomercial. In it, George demonstrates how to use the grill.
Knock the fat out, burgers?
It knocks the fat out.
And it flopped. It was pretty much one of the least selling products on the shelf. Most retailers were calling me and saying, "Get this out of here."
But Dryman is certain the grill will sell. Then a friend calls who says his wife has seen the infomercial. She loves the grill and loves George, but doesn't understand why they've included boxing footage. After all, it has nothing to do with cooking.
She was talking about that the first 30 seconds out of a 30-minute infomercial was George winning a world championship fight at the age of 45.
Sultan re-edits the infomercial. The boxing footage is left on the cutting room floor, replaced with intimate scenes of George and his family at his Texas home.
You don't call them by name, you just cook, and they come.
It turns out to be the missing ingredient.
The George Foreman name and the grill were a knockout combination because they could see him on TV taking a bite into the burger and they say, "I know that guy, I trust that guy. I think I'll give it a try."
It's been an honor.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Sales go through the roof. On the night of his last boxing match against Shannon Briggs in 1997, George receives an unexpected bonus.
My attorney had brought a check for the grill, and it was $1 million. That was one of the happy days of my business life. I lost my last professional boxing match. I'd received a check for $1 million for the grill.
Today, I'm going to introduce you to my new George Foreman family-size grilling machine.
After Foreman loses his final match, he decides to leave boxing behind, this time for good, and devote his energy to selling the grill full-time.
I just cannot afford boxing anymore. I realized that there was a time that boxing helped me afford the things I wanted, but it was sort of getting in the way of my business life then.
His decision pays off. George sells 1 million grills on QVC alone, which is worth $100 million in sales.
Hello again, QVC. This is George Foreman. Here to remind
his first check may have been as low as 10,000, then went to 50, then 100,000, then $500,000, then $1 million. And I think a couple of years, 2-3 years into it, these checks were almost $5 million a month.
Sultan and George make history by selling more than 100 million grills.
The grill story is going to go down as one of the best stories of all time in terms of the marketing world. I mean, this is in the Marketing Hall of Fame. You have a grill, it's an electric grill, it's a good idea.
When you buy this grill, you'll see my personal signature. That means that George Foreman guarantees that you'll enjoy this grill.